to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make yogurt for purely commercial purposes while maintaining the quality. Now you have to watch this video till the end, please, as I'll be explaining the ingredients used in the video. So first of all, I'm using 1 kilogram of milk, and this is equivalent to 10 cups of milk. This is in my area where I bought it from. There are a lot of things that a lot of you do not know. When you go to the market, and I'll use Cameroon for example, and you want to buy measuring milk or measured milk, you have to ask for the type of milk you want to use. You have to tell them you need milk for yogurt. They will tell you which, and you choose from there. In many of my yogurt videos, I always tell you to ask for the type of milk because there are different kinds of milk. There's still milk. I explained this in my other video on how to make Greek yogurt, stone yogurt actually, the one which is so firm. I explained everything there, the common mistakes, do's and don'ts when making yogurt. Please go and watch that video. So into this flask, I added 10 cups of hot water, 10 cups of hot water and 10 cups of room temperature water. So as to 1 cup of milk, it is equivalent to 2 cups of water. Now 1 hot, the other room temperature. I do not speak of cold water. Proceed to mix well. The thing is, I used hot water to help dissolve my milk, but in other cases, instead of dissolving your milk completely, it is actually going to make it form lumps. So make sure to mix properly. Also, buy milk which is void of air, because I know some of us most times will say when you add hot water to milk and it starts to form lumps and all of that, it means the milk has trapped air and all that. But this is not in all cases. This is not in all cases. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Lamin and I create content on food and lifestyle. Please do well to subscribe so we keep in touch. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment if you'll be trying this out. I have added 10 cups of room temperature water, so I'm just going to mix everything properly. Most times the ratio is to half kilogram of powdered milk, it is equal to 5 liters of water. So therefore, to 1 kilogram of powdered milk, it is equivalent to 10 liters of water. My flask is 10 liters. I'm going to proceed to strain, which is a very important step when it comes to making yogurt. If you're a new business person in this particular field, looking at the amount of milk, that quantity in the sieve, you understand that you'll be incurring a loss instead of a gain. So what you're going to do is that you're not going to discard. Taking this opportunity to announce that I am going to release a course on how to make yogurt, and this is a full course based on experience. My mother's knowledge and expertise in yogurt making for commercial purposes only. So please do well to stay glued to this channel. So when it is available, I'm going to let you guys know. Thank you everyone. So we are going to transfer the milk to the flask, and at this point we are going to add a culture or starter. Mind you, I have a video on my channel on how to make yogurt starter from scratch, and in 3 ways I showed how I use that starter to achieve very tasty yogurt. So I'm going to leave the link in the description box so you can watch it and understand better. So after adding my culture, I'm going to mix properly. My mother is here, so trust me when I say that course is something you need to get. After mixing properly, I am going to cover my flask and proceed to keep in a warm space or environment, and that is going to undergo the fermentation process. Lately, my mother has been teaching me how to make yogurt that does not slap. So I am proud of myself. You know that taste when the yogurt undergoes this fermentation process and there's some small sour taste or something. My yogurt no longer tastes sour. And I'm not saying for your yogurt to taste sour is a bad thing. No, it's completely fine in most cases. But I have always wanted to achieve that store-bought yogurt effect. And I've gotten to a point where it just happens. It is part of me. So that course, you need to get it. When I'm about to release it, I'll have another video and I'll let you guys in on what is the course outline. So for now, let's get back into our video. So after undergoing the fermentation process, we are going to check our yogurt, and this is what we have. This is the fine yogurt we have. So in situations like this, you can either decide to use your hand mixer or just use a whisk or a wooden spoon to beat properly. But there's an important step to follow before any other thing. The course is going to carry that information, but for now, let's get back to the video. So in situations like this, I am going to proceed to use my whisk because this is what makes it better and easier to whip up your yogurt easily. I am equally going to proceed to add my flavor and every other thing. When it comes to flavor or flavors added to yogurt, it depends on you. Actually, most times I add a variety of other things and I'll share in the course. You know, I've not been gatekeeping anything in regards to yogurt. I have always shared my yogurt recipes, always. This time around, I want to give you the best, and you can only get it from the course. When it is available, I am going to let you guys know. So I'm repeating this information so that if you come across this video and you're interested and the course is out already, let me know. So whichever flavor you add depends solely on you. I'm going to go in with my first flavor of the day or flavor of choice, and this just completely transforms my yogurt. I don't know how to explain it, but this totally transforms my yogurt. At first, I saw it to be something different, but it is actually way valuable. And where I used to buy it, I've gone back there and they said they don't have it for the longest now. Hence the reason why I'm making yogurt only around the month of October. I'm making this video in October. Can you imagine? So I'm going to proceed to add sugar to this. This is my sweetener. Aside sugar, there are other things that you could add to your yogurt. So we are going to see that in our course. Also, please be taking notes so that anything you love to see in the course, you can let me know in the comment section so I could use your ideas to generate better ideas and answers for you. So just let me know what you love to see in the course, what you want to see, what you want to know, what you want to learn, and I'm going to do that for you. Now proceed to mix or whisk. Whichever you want to use is perfectly fine. So I'm going in with my spoon because I need to get the sugar all round so that it is not going to be hard for me to use my whisk to actually whisk my yogurt. When it comes to making yogurt for business, commercial purposes, or for sale, there are lots of things you have to know. A whole lot. And these ideas vary. They start from the buying of the product, the marketing, the packaging, everything that there is to it. Every single stage is important and very much relevant. You have to learn a lot about it. It is not just any kind of yogurt you're making. There are lots of things you ought to know, and that course will handle it for you on your behalf. I'll share a lot about yogurt. I always explain that the reason why I am so into yogurt is because my mother sold yogurt as a source of income. I grew up and that was her major source of income. That was when I knew that handwork, skill, most times it's actually it that is reigning. It is it that is having some sort of value. That's when I knew that I had to take skill acquisition very seriously. Although most times it's not easy and all of that, there are many basic concepts people ought to understand. So that's just it. But if you would love to use this yogurt for home consumption, all of that, trust me, it is perfect. it is tasty. So that is exactly what you want to give to the people out there too. Something that you can drink, something that you can eat, a whole lot of it. At this point, I had already bottled up the ones I needed to bottle and seal, so the leftover I had to improvise. This is a completely different flavor I had to experiment on, and it turned out perfect, awesome, and all of that. So I'll also share with you why bottling is better than the regular plastic tying and all what you need to know. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you leave me a comment. So this is everything I bottled up, although there were 2 bowls in total. These ones I was trying to rinse the bottles because maybe yogurt might have spilled on the sides and all of that. So can you see the consistency of the yogurt? See this one, see the one next to it, the top bottle. So there's a lot to talk about and a lot to share. Thank you again for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up please, and the comments, the ideas, I would love to hear them so I could know what to add, improvise, improve, all the positive words and all of that. And also don't forget to watch the rest of the videos on how to make yogurt and all of that in the description box. I must link them. If not, then you find them on the top right. We'll also be talking about preservatives in yogurt and all of that, so we are going to get through with it. Here are the ones I tied. They are quite many, so I had to show you guys 4 of them first. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.